I want to first thank the Board of Managers, President, Professor Valerie Smith, the faculty, students of Swarthmore College for giving me this extraordinary recognition of an honorary degree. I've had a long association with Swarthmore College, dating back to the 1980s, when I first came to campus for a conference on sign language hosted and organized by Professor Donna Jo Napoli and her colleagues in the linguistic department and her students. At the time, sign languages were just gaining recognition by colleges and universities. Swarthmore was one of the first to offer classes in sign language linguistics. Today, American Sign Language is one of the most popular languages taught in colleges and universities, second only to Spanish. Year after year, hundreds of thousands of students sign up for a semester or a quarter or more of classes where they learn ASL and about the community of people who use this language in the United States and Canada. Today, we estimate there could be as many as half a million primary users of ASL, not counting students taking ASL classes. This has been one of the most important achievements in linguistics in the 20th century, which is to bring sign languages into the family of human languages and to accord them the respect they deserve. Now, as we move into the 21st century, it is clearly a different world than when I was growing up or when my parents were young. Increasingly, parents teach their hearing babies basic signs in order to communicate with them before they acquire spoken language. Many parents have told me personally how valuable it has been for them to sign with their very young children. We see shows on television featuring deaf people. Notably, you may have noticed, this last week there was a deaf champion in Dancing with the Stars. Yeah? Okay. Yes, indeed. Niall DeMarco, who, and I do know him, and I know his family, yeah. But he tells the audience that he cannot hear the music he dances to. Instead, he depends on synchronizing his movements with those of his partner. This has drawn comments of amazement from the judges, his fellow dancers, and countless people who post comments online. But this is not at all unusual. Humans use our different senses together to interact with the world. Niall is using a different combination of skills. He's using touch, rhythm, sensation, and vision to achieve the same goal as his partner. And he succeeded in winning the competition. We are often too literal about what humans can do. Many doctors will tell parents that their deaf babies need to hear and use spoken language exclusively, even if they can and should learn sign language just as well and just as early as hearing children learn spoken language. Languages can and do exist in multiple modalities. There are whistle languages in the Canary Islands. There are click languages in South Africa. We have tone languages in Asia. And there are many, many sign languages around the world. We are only now beginning to discover that they can be found in almost all areas of the world. We are counting how many there are and beginning to describe them in databases. We too often believe that humans must live a certain way, must believe certain things, and must behave as expected. But in fact, there is a stunning diversity in the ways that humans use language and live in cultures. The sign languages of the world teach us that human languages can take form in other ways. The late anthropologist Clifford Geertz famously said, "One of the most significant facts about humanity may finally be that we all begin with a natural equipment to live 1,000 kinds of lives, but in the end, have lived only one." Any of us could be born into a community using sign language, but most people in the United States are born into speaking communities. As a result, for many deaf children, there can be a perilous journey to learning a sign language. Here at Swarthmore College, in an environment where ideas circulate freely and with imagination, your faculty and students are actively participating in the challenge of the 21st century to show that the diversity of human languages has a place in modern life, even in the presence of novel technologies like cochlear implants and hearing aids. There is still a need for powerful and effective face-to-face human communication of the kind that sign languages provide. To think about language narrowly and literally is to believe it exists best only in speech. To think about language expansively and creatively is to understand that it can take different forms, spoken and signed, whistled and clicked. In their breathless diversity, not one language is identical to the other, but in all of them, we discover the breathtaking possibilities of human diversity. I hope we never lose sight of this important fact. Thank you to Swarthmore College for your embrace of diversity.